Hey guys, it's Daniela, and this week's theme on 7 Wowzerfying Girls is 3 years of SWG, which is perfect because this week it has been 3 years since this channel started. And I can't believe it's been that long. So in the last 3 years, a lot has happened, and this channel has really, SWG has really made a big impact on my life and just everything. And a lot has happened with it in the last 3 years. So, basically it all just really started with, so basically for this video, I'm going to be telling you guys the story of how SWG started. And then I'm going to kind of tell you more stuff that has happened, some important stuff that has happened with this channel. So yeah. So really this whole channel started with me just getting a random idea one day at school to start a collab channel. So I was at lunch that day, and I was just casually having my lunch and just having random things pop into my head, just random thoughts. And one of those random thoughts, basically back then, I watched the Sax channels. A lot of you probably know about the Sax channels, and they got shut down a few months ago. And I watched the Sax channels for like years, but basically back then I was watching the Sax channels. Like, that was my thing that I like to watch a lot. And so I had seen like all these other collabs that were similar to the Sax channels and probably inspired by them, that weren't official Sax channels, but they were just like smaller collabs that people had created inspired by the Sax channels. And so I got this random thought in my head. I was like, you know what? I want to start a collab channel. Also, about a month and a half prior to this, my best friend Rena and I were talking. We were talking about like random collab channel names, like names of collab channels that would be like really good, like really cool names of collab channels that should be a thing. And the name 7 Wowzerfying Girls popped up. And this was before we were even considering starting SWG. Like, it was just, we were just thinking of random collab channel names that we thought would be good as collab channel names, but they weren't actually channels that existed or anything. It was just, we were just coming up with random names for collab channels and stuff. But 7 Wowzerfying Girls came up because we were both obsessed with like the word wowzers and stuff and wowzerfying, and we were just like, you know what, 7 Wowzerfying Girls would be a perfect name for a collab channel. But we weren't even considering actually making it a thing. But then, so back to this time when I was having this random idea, I was just like, you know what, I want to start a collab channel, and it would be called 7 Wowzerfying Girls. And that time I thought back to that particular time that Rena and I were talking about collab channel names, and I was just like, you know what, I want to make this a reality. So it all started off as a crazy idea that I didn't think would actually happen, but it did. So here's how it actually got executed. So after lunch, I had my 6th period class, and basically 6th period was like, for everyone in the school, it was like a time to like do homework or like go on your phone or something. It wasn't like a real class, and like everyone in the school had like this particular class in 6th period, specifically 6th period. So it was kind of like a miscellaneous kind of class. Like, you could do homework, you could go on your phone, you could also, like, there was this thing where like they would like teach like lessons and stuff, but they weren't like actually like subjects. It was just like these lessons about things. I don't really know how to explain it, but anyways, so my 6th period teacher was like, he literally was so lenient about phones. He did not care if people went on their phones. Like, he still like taught like whatever of these like random lessons that he was like required to teach, but like he didn't care if people went on their phones. So, like, honestly, I went on my phone for like every day in that class, and like he didn't care. Like, everybody went on their phones in that class. So anyways, so in that class, this was the class that I had after lunch. That was when I texted Rena about my amazing idea. So I texted her on Hangouts. I was like, hey, so I just came up with this amazing idea. We should start a collab channel. Because when I came up with this idea, I didn't want to run it on my own. I wanted it to be like a team effort between Rena and I. And so she was all like, yes, let's do it. And so after school that day, we created the channel. Like, the channel was actually like created. Like we made the account for it on YouTube. It was after school that same day. And like at the beginning of the day, like I didn't even like think about this. Like I didn't even know that this idea was gonna pop into my head just like at the beginning of the day, and then at lunch it came to my head, and then I didn't even realize it was gonna happen, and now we created the account. So yeah, and then this next 2 days were spent planning auditions. We planned auditions because the announcement video where we announced auditions, which was our very first video on this channel, you can still watch it. Like you can go on oldest videos and you can watch that video. And that was where we announced auditions, and that was posted 2 days after the channel was created. I don't really know how we had managed to make the video in 2 days, but somehow we did. And so basically we just we were like over text, we were planning our audition video, like the deadline for auditions, the theme for auditions, like things like that. And basically we filmed our clips. We made like a script and we filmed our clips, and I think I sent my clips to Rena, and then she was the one who edited the video. And so basically she edited the video, uploaded it, and then auditions were announced. And we didn't think that the channel would blow up so much. Like, I mean, it didn't blow up to like 1 million subscribers, but like, you know, we didn't think that the channel would have that much success. But as soon as the audition video was posted, like we were getting so many auditions. We hit 100 subscribers in less than 2 weeks, and like by less than 2 weeks I mean before the channel actually started. So this week it's been 3 years since the channel, since like the first like introduction videos were going up, because our very first theme was like introductions, and that was 3 years ago this week. But last month it was 3 years since like the channel was created and auditions were announced and stuff. So, but we didn't think that like, so we had like this week set, like this specific week set to have introductions being posted, but we didn't think that that would happen because we didn't think we were going to get like enough auditions. But we ended up getting like a lot of auditions, and enough good auditions to like fill up the channel, and it just blew up way faster than we thought. It hit 100 subscribers in less than 2 weeks, and I was shook about that. I did not expect that. I thought by then we were gonna have like maybe 20 or 30 subscribers. I didn't think we were gonna have 100 in 2 weeks, but like it literally took less than 2 weeks for us to hit 100 subscribers. And so that was before introductions were actually being posted, so auditions were still open by the time we hit 100 subscribers. So yeah, so it was really, really successful. And auditions closed, and then we watched all the audition videos and decided, and Rena and I discussed who we should pick for the channel and stuff. And also, I remember like I was too excited to wait until auditions were closed. I remember I was still watching introduction videos even as auditions were going on. I was still like, every single day I would just check back for introduction videos and like look at the comment. I would like go down to the comments, and like I would click on everyone's channel, like everyone who commented there, like I would click on everyone's channel and I would scroll through their videos to see if they had actually posted auditions. Like I would do that every day throughout auditions, and it was just like, I was so excited. It was amazing. I was so excited to start this collab channel. So yeah, it ended up being really, really successful. And yeah, so SWG started from there. Now 3 years later, we're still here. So this channel has had it's obviously had its ups and downs. So yeah, so I remember when we hit 1,000 subscribers, that was about 1.5 years ago. And I remember I was in the car when it happened. Basically, like before we hit 1,000 subscribers, like since I was planning to like, cause like I'd seen on the Sax channels like those videos where they post where they hit like a certain subscriber milestone. They're like 1 million subscribers or something, and then the videos like everyone on the channel like thanking people for subscribing and stuff like that. And so I wanted to have a video like that on SWG. So like maybe about like sometime like a week or so before we hit 1,000 subscribers, basically I had everyone send in clips about like to use in this video, and yeah, so basically we had a 1,000 subscribers video and stuff, and I remember when we hit 1,000 subscribers, like, I was in the car coming home from, like, an appointment or something, and I was watching the live count because we were so close to 1,000, so I was watching the live subscriber count thingamabob, and yeah, and it was also another thing I remember. I think this was before we actually hit 1,000 subscribers, but we were like super close. I was like video chatting with like a lot of the members of SWG. We were all like video chatting and stuff, and we were watching the live count, but we didn't actually end up hitting 1,000 subscribers like in that time. It was later, but we were watching it because we were so close. But yeah, so anyways, I was in the car when it happened, and I was watching the live count because we were so close, and then it happened, and I was really excited. So yeah, so then another thing that happened, so obviously this channel has had its ups and downs, just like pretty much every channel on YouTube. I don't think I know a single channel that hasn't had like that hasn't had a time where they went downhill, but it's inevitable and it's always fixable. So as you probably noticed, in these last few months we haven't been posting as much because we got really busy, and I've been trying to find ways to fix that, and so I'm still working. Like, as you probably have noticed, we took a 2-month break, and actually I had meant to announce that break, like officially announce it like at the beginning of our break, but I never really did. So like that happened, and then a lot of people thought the channel was ending, and then I had to explain to them that we were just taking a break. So yeah, but yeah, so if you notice, we haven't really been posting as much lately, and I've been trying to find ways to fix that so that we can get back as successful as we were before. So we took a 2-month break, and we're getting back from the break, and still having a little bit of difficulty like uploading consistently, and I guess people are just getting used to coming back from our break, and because it's not always easy to like go back into it full force after a break. So I think people are just trying to ease themselves back into it. So if you notice that we're still not really uploading as much, then that's probably why. So yeah, but also around the time of our break, I announced that I was leaving SWG, and like I was actually leaving the channel. And then the reason why I came back was because like I regretted leaving afterwards. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I regretted leaving. I knew I didn't have the time to post every week, but like I came up with this plan where it was like a compromise. So at the end of our break, like when we came back, I would come back to the channel, but like I would set the expectation to where I wouldn't be expected to post every week, or like I would basically like announce that I wasn't gonna post every week to get rid of the guilt of me not posting every week, and I can still be on the channel. So yeah, so that's why I came back. So basically, really, I just took a break along with everyone else. I didn't actually really leave. So at first it was gonna be like I was just gonna leave the channel because I just didn't have time and it was stressing me out and stuff, but I just regretted leaving because I missed it so much. So yeah. So anyways, that's about it for this video. I don't really have anything else to say other than thank you so much for all the support throughout the past 3 years. Like, whether you just found this channel yesterday or whether you've been watching us for all these 3 years, thank you so much for all the support. And like even throughout when we're having difficulty posting and keeping this channel up, thank you guys so much for still supporting us and for believing in us that we can get it back to where it used to be. Just thank you all so much for the support, and hopefully we can get to 2,000 subscribers because that would be really awesome and wowzerfying. And yeah, so anyways, that's pretty much it. And oh, if you guys want to be a good candidate for a shout out in next week's if you guys want to be a good candidate for a shout out in my next video, then make sure to comment down below what has been your favorite video or your favorite theme on this channel. like basically any time in the past 3 years, like just like favorite video, favorite theme, whatever. Just comment that down below. That's pretty much it. Don't forget to have a wowzerfying day filled with lots of wowzerness, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out, y'all. Woo!